Baik, silakan. Baik, silakan Bu Isti dan Bu Renita.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yes, how are you today?
Hi, thank you.
Okay, yes, I hope you are fine. Okay, I'm so sorry. Okay, for time this so too late. Okay, Alhamdulillah, praise to God. Okay, praise to God. Let us always offer up a sense of worship and praise to Allah Subhanahu wa Taala. Okay, who gave the mercy and grace to us, so that we can all get together in healthy, without lacking in nothing. Alhamdulillah. Yes, I would like to introduce myself. My full name is Isti Koma. Okay, you can call me Isti. I'm a moderator of this webinar. Yes, I'm very happy to see here in webinar series Common ASEAN Tourism Curriculum Based Online Course Development and Implementation in Indonesia. And welcome all of you this webinar series. And today's webinar is about work as a tour guide. Our speaker, Mr. Muhammad Ansari. Okay, hello, Mr. Ansari. Hello. Yes, I hope you join in this webinar now. Okay, and then Miss Renita. Hi, Mr. Renita.
Hi, hello, good afternoon.
Hi, how are you today?
I'm not really fine, but I'm...
Alhamdulillah. Okay. Yes, Mr. Muhammad Ansari is owner Holiday Store and Travel in Malang, and Miss Renita, a teacher in SMKN 1, Boyolangu, Tulungagung. And I am Japanese teacher in SMKN 1, Boyolangu, Tulungagung 2. Okay, before the presentation starts, let me tell you how the presentation will go. First, Ms. Renita will be invited to present the material. After that, there will be for question and answer session, followed by conclusion. Now, allow me to welcome to first speaker, Ms. Renita, to make presentation. Ms. Renita, please explain the material.
Okay, thank you, Ma'am Isti. Okay, I will share screen. Okay. I will tell you about the tour operator. It is guiding by me, Fitria Renytasari. This unit is work as a tour guide. In this unit, we will study about describe the context for the delivery of guiding services. The second is develop guiding skills and knowledge. The third is provide guiding services. And the fourth is communicate with industry personnel. Okay, before we know about work as a tour guide, first of all, we must know what is a tour guide. So, it is a video that is what is the tour guide means. Please check it out.
A tour guide, US, or a tourist guide, European, provides assistance, information and cultural, historical and contemporary heritage interpretation to people on organized tours and individual clients at educational establishments, religious and historical sites, museums, and at venues of other significant interest. In 18th century Japan, a traveler could pay for a tour guide or consult guidebooks such as Keibara Ekan's Kyoshoran, The Excellent Views of Kyoto. The SEAN, European Committee for Standardization, definition for tourist guide. Part of the work by SEAN on definitions for terminology within the tourism industry, is a person who guides visitors in the language of their choice and interprets the cultural and natural heritage of an area, which person normally possesses an area-specific qualification usually issued and/or recognized by the appropriate authority. SEAN also defines a tour manager as a person who manages and supervises the itinerary on behalf of the tour operator, ensuring the program is carried out as described in the tour operator's literature and sold to the traveler/consumer, and who gives local practical information. In Europe, tourist guides are represented by FEG, the European Federation of Tourist Guide Associations. In Europe, the tourist guiding qualification is specific to each and every country. In some cases the qualification is national, in some cases it is broken up into regions. In all cases it is embedded in the educational and training ethic of that country. EM 15565 is a European standard for the training and qualification of tourist guides. In Australia, tour guides are qualified to a minimum of Certificate 3 guiding. They belong to a couple of organizations, notably the Professional Tour Guide Association of Australia and Guides of Australia.
Okay, well, based on the video you have watched, what is a tour guide? Anyone can answer?
Okay, I want to try answer the question.
Okay.
Tour guide is a person who guides visitors.
Pardon me. Please tell your name first and where are you from?
Okay, I'm Fadila Salwa from SMKN 1 Boyolangu.
Okay. Okay, what is a tour guide?
Tour guide is a person who guides the visitor.
A person who guides visitors. Okay, thank you. Give applause for her. Okay.
Thank you.
Yes. Okay, now we will study about vocabularies are used in guiding.
Have you ever been on a guided tour? Or maybe you even work as a tour guide yourself? Well, in today's video, I'm going to teach you some essential vocabulary that tour guides use. Hello everyone and welcome back. My name is Roxana from Advanced in English, and if you're new here, just to let you know, I produce videos every week to help you improve your English in relation to tourism and hospitality. So if that's something that you're interested in, don't forget to click the red subscribe button just below this video. Okay, so let's get started with today. On guided tours, the word attractions will be used a lot. A tour guide would use this to mean a place that a tourist wants to see. It could be places of interest or historical buildings, for example, a museum or a certain landmark, or it could be places for pleasure and leisure, such as a water park or even a shopping mall. A tour guide might say something like, there are lots of tourist attractions in this city, but the most popular one is the Botanical Gardens. What are your types of favourite attractions to go and see? Or maybe you're more like me and you don't really like tourist attractions but prefer to go to natural places. Whatever you prefer, why don't you take this chance to practice your English and write a comment below, and I will be here to help you. The next word or phrase is en route. This is originally a French word, and that's why it's spelt a little bit differently and pronounced slightly differently. And this just simply means on the way, or to be on the way to somewhere. For example, a tour guide might say, en route to the exhibition today, I will point out some famous landmarks for you. The next phrase is mod cons. Mod cons. Now this is actually an abbreviation for modern conveniences. And this refers to either devices or items that simply make your life easier. So if you were to check into a hotel, you might be told that the hotel has all the mod cons, which would mean there'd be things like Wi-Fi, TV, a hairdryer, and so on. But with relation to guided tours and tour guides, a tour guide might suggest somewhere for you to shop to buy all your mod cons. For example, they could say, later this evening I will take you to a big department store where you can buy all your mod cons, ranging from shampoo to mosquito repellent. The next phrase is CBD. CBD. This is actually an acronym for Central Business District. And what this means is it's usually the area in the center of a city or a big town where there will be a lot of offices, banks, and places like that. It's where all the business would happen. There would also be some government offices there. You can also have different districts. So for example, there could be an entertainment district or a shopping district, and a tour guide will tell you about these places. For example, a tour guide might say, currently we are passing through the CBD, and later on we will have a stop in the entertainment district, so you can explore some of the bars and the nightlife there. The next word is highlight. Highlight. And this just simply means the best part of something. So for example, you could talk about the highlight of your trip. The highlight of my trip was when we went to the water park. It was amazing. I had so much fun. A tour guide would use this word to talk about people's past experiences. So for example, they might say something like, people usually say the highlight of their trip is when we go to the botanical gardens. The last word for today's video is bearings. Bearings. And this refers to the feeling or the awareness that somebody has for their surroundings. So usually when you go to a new city, you try to get your bearings so you know your way around. A tour guide might use this phrase when trying to be helpful and give suggestions to people about finding their way around. So for example, they might say something like, if you can't find your bearings, just remember that the hotel is located to the right of the clock tower. Have you ever lost your bearings when going to a new city? Why don't you tell me about it by writing in a comment just below this video? Alright, so that's it for today. Just some quick vocabulary that is essential for guided tours. So whether you're working as a tour guide in the tourism industry or you simply like traveling, these words will probably help you. If they were helpful for you, don't forget to give the video a big thumbs up, and also remember to subscribe to my channel because I will be making more videos just for you to help you improve your English. As always, thank you for watching, and I will see you again very soon here on my YouTube channel.
Okay, based on the video you have watched, please mention and give the example some vocabularies used for tour guide. Anyone can answer? Okay, Anis.
I want to try answering this question.
Okay. Please tell
Number
your.
one is attraction. It could be place of interest or historical buildings. For example, a museum or a landmark. Or it could be places for pleasure and leisure, such as a water park or even shopping mall. Number two is en route. This just simply means on the way or to be on the way to somewhere. For example, en route to the exhibition, en route to the museum, en route to library, etc. Number three is mod cons or modern conveniences. This refers to either devices or items that simply make your life easier. For example, if you were checked into a hotel, you might be told that the hotel has all the mod cons which would mean there be things like Wi-Fi, TV, hair dryer, and so on. Number 4 is central business district. It's where all the business would happen. For example, there could be an entertainment district or a shopping district. And number 5 is highlight. It's just simply means that the best part of something. So for example, you could talk about the highlight of your trip. The highlight of my trip was when we went to the water park. It was amazing. I had so much fun. The last word is bearings. For example, is they might say something like, if you can't find your bearings, just remember that the hotel is located to the right of the clock tower. Thank you.
Okay, you have explained complete. Okay, thank you very much, Anis. Give applause. Thank you. Now I will continue to explain. We will study about identify the roles, functions, and responsibilities of a tour guide, and then list and differentiate between types of tour guides, identify and differentiate between the groups a tour guide may lead, describe the interpretive approach to tour guiding, identify tour types, list the characteristic of a tour guide, and then describe tour guiding principles. For the first, identify the roles, functions, and responsibilities of a tour guide. Tour guide as a manager and leader, mediator, communicator, cultural host, teacher and mentor, environmentalist, entertainer, safety and security officer, salesperson, and administrator. From identify the roles, functions, and responsibilities of a tour guide. Is there any question?
I want to re-ask.
Oh, okay.
What does entertainment mean?
Pardon me?
What does entertainment mean?
Entertainer. Oh, okay. I will try to answer. A tour guide as an entertainer means that a tour guide must have a good sense of humor. So when they are guiding the tourists, they will tell funny stories. So the tourists will be happy and can make the trip nice. Thank you. Do you understand what I mean?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. I will continue for the explanation.
Excuse me, may I ask a question?
Okay.
Paula. Yes. What's your question, Paula?
Um, I want to know about tour guide as a manager and leader. So, what can guide to do as a manager and leader?
Okay, manager and leader. Okay.
Yes.
As a manager or leader, it means for the preparation until the end of the tour, the tour guide must prepare well. For example, for the preparation, they must prepare the equipment, the transfer out, and then prepare the accommodation, the hotel, the restaurant, and so on. Until the tourists back to the airport again, like that. So for the preparation until the end of the tour.
All right, thank you.
Okay, I will continue. For the second,
Yes, for the participant, if there are questions, please. Yes, to Ms. Renita. Other question? They're not? Okay.
okay,
Continue, please. Yes.
okay, I will continue for the second.
Mhm.
And differentiate between types of tour guides. Types of tour guides may include on-site attraction tour guide, city guide, government guide, specialist guide, independent guide, business and industry guides, duration-based guides, driver guides. And then for the third, identify and differentiate between the groups a tour guide may lead: all-inclusive tour, escorted tour, full independent tour, group inclusive tour, sit-in coach, domestic tour parties, and international group tours. Any questions so far?
Okay, ma'am. I want to ask you, what is escorted tour mean?
Escorted tour, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, escorted tour. Escorted tour is a group tour where the travel agent or organizing agency provides a tour guide who escorts the tour group members for the duration of the tour. Thank you. Is there any
Okay,
question?
thank you, ma'am.
Yes. Is there
Okay,
any
thank you, Fadila. Yes, other question, please. Yes, Billy. You will ask to Miss Renita? Billy? No? Okay, thank you.
No.
Yes, no.
I will
Okay, Miss
for
Renita.
the next explanation. For the fourth, describe the interpretive approach to the tour guiding. Engaging participants, providing verbal commentary, identifying, explaining, and attributing local, cultural, and contextual meaning, facilitating learning, contextualizing the tour, generating and demonstrating respect and appreciation as appropriate to the tour, and then being proactive, bringing tour real life. Identify tour types, site-based tours, special interest tours, water-based tours, and land-based tours. For example of site-based tours, museums, historic sites and galleries tours, zoos, preserve and wildlife parks tour, tours of factories, business production and processing plants, tours of government and semi-government utilities. For example of special interest tours, photography, wildlife, flora and fauna, parks and gardens tours, sport events, wine and food tours, specific region or area tours, scientific and educational tours. And then for water-based tours, cruise, boating and yachting trips, snorkeling and scuba diving, fishing trips. For land, sorry. For land, for WD tours and remote area tours, rail tours, bus or coach and bike and motorbike tours, walking tours, horse and camel tours, caravan and camper tours. Okay, characteristic of an effective tour guide. A tour guide must be honesty, practically, friendliness, willingness to serve, local knowledge, excellent appearance, appropriate range of knowledge, skills, and abilities for the tour types to be led. Tour guiding principles need to ensure safety and security of tour group members, need for care and respect, need for appropriate skills and abilities, need for knowledge, need to provide a positive and memorable tour, need for ethical conduct, need to cater for special needs of individuals and groups. Standard protocols for dealing with special needs. Recognize and show awareness of special needs. Explain any arrangements made to cater for them. Identify relevant facilities available. Empathize with them. Be respectful. Never raise false expectations or make unrealistic promises. Under promise and over deliver. Be prepared for help and advice from others. Apologize where special needs cannot be met. Okay, now is element 2, developing guiding skills and knowledge. Identify guide information sources and context. Acquire and update industry skills and knowledge. Identify legal, ethical, and safety requirements that apply to provision of guiding services. Sources of guide information. Tour operations and wholesalers, venue or destination operators, industry codes, the internet, industry agencies, bodies and organizations, literature, network of personal contacts. Activities or opportunities to acquire and update knowledge are readily available to everyone, relatively inexpensive to access or use, attending industry events, partaking in some form of industry-based training or other formal training, undertaking farm tours, joining a professional guiding association, undertaking formal and informal research, practicing required skills. And then how to identify legal, ethical, and safety requirements that apply to guiding services. In regard to legal issues, there is criminal liability, civil liability, and both of them. Tour guide also need to be aware of duty of care requirements under common law, obligations imposed by advertising, breach of contract and the causes and possible consequences, need to comply with all applicable legislation. Standard ethical issues need to be truthful and honest, ensure products or services provided meet promises made, demonstrate respect, maintain principal relations with stakeholders. Safety requirements will vary depending on type of tour being conducted, destinations, sites, and venues visited, number in the tour group, composition and characteristic of the group, weather and local conditions. Safety requirements may include complying with legislated health, safety, and welfare obligations, ensuring responsible behavior of tour group, checking equipment, locations, facilities, and environment, being able to implement required emergency or risk management protocols. Okay. Okay, thank you for my explanation. Is there any question?
Okay, thank you so much, Ms. Ranita, and if there are questions, please for all the participants, because I think this material is so completed, Ms. Ranita. Yes, because now in pandemic era, I think this not easy for do all of how to good tour guide like that. Okay, any question, please?
Paula, raise your hand. Yeah.
All right.
Okay, raise your hand, Frola.
I want to know about tour guide. Tour guide must have local knowledge, right? So what kind of local knowledge that have to be known as a tour guide?
Okay. For example, if we buy or we ask or give something, we must use right hand. Don't use your left hand like this. So it is local. And then if we uh, pass by local people or someone who older than us, we must in Indonesia is menunduk. What is it?
Bend down.
You understand what I mean?
Yeah, I know.
Like this. So know what it is in Japanese. I mean, yeah. In Japanese, if we pass by the elder people, we must walking by a little bit menunduk, sedikit menunduk like this.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you.
How? Understand? Okay,
Understand.
welcome. Thank you so much, Frola.
Yeah,
yes, other question? Hi. Other question? Please.
Oh, ma'am.
Okay,
Yeah.
Rati. Yes, what's your question?
What does sit-in cons?
What?
Pardon?
Say again, please.
What does sit-in cost?
Oh, sit in coach.
Yes.
You mean sit in coach? Okay. Sit in coach is vacations will share a coach or friend with other tourists from all over the world, and they will have an English speaking tour guide to take them to scenic spots. Scenic spots here means some beautiful places listed in the itinerary. Can you get it?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you, Rati. Yes. Other question, please. Once again, maybe, Miss Ranita? Yes. Okay, they're not. Sorry. Okay, Miss Ranita. Hello.
Hello. Yeah.
Yes. I think there are not questions again, and I think that's enough for your presentation. Thank you very much, Ms. Ranita, for giving such a informative and interesting presentation. Okay. Yes, applause for Miss Renita for presentation. Thank you so much. Okay. Yes, Anis, you raise hand? No? Okay. Thank you. Yes. Second speaker, Mr. Ansari. Okay, good afternoon, Mr. Ansari.
Unmute.
Yes.
Hello, good afternoon.
Assalamualaikum.
Yeah, Waalaikumsalam.
Yes.
Hi, how are you?
Alhamdulillah. I am fine. How are you?
Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah,
Yes.
a little bit
We are waiting
trouble
you,
with my.
okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes.
So,
Mr. Ansari, he's owner of holiday tour and travel, right?
Sunrise Holiday Tour and Travel.
Sunrise Holiday Tour and Travel in Malang, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, Mr. Ansari, please explain the material. You can share screen.
Well, the material I think is already a gift to moderator. Are you the moderator of this?
Okay, wait. Yes. Oh, I think you
But
will
I think,
you will share screen.
well,
Okay. Yes, I will share screen.
Yeah, excuse me. What do you call
Okay.
here? I think
Waiting,
the
please.
material is almost similar what Miss Renita explained. Yeah.
Okay. Yes,
So
I
in
will
this
share
case,
screen.
in this case, I think if I explain twice, it's the same material that Bu Renita had explained to all those students, I think it's wasting time in this case. I prefer actually because tour guide or tourist guide is almost similar the material what Miss Renita had planned to all the students. I prefer actually, in this case, more whatever here, something like sharing knowledge, sharing experience, that whatever you need from those students, knowing about how to be a professional guide in this case. That's what I mean. Do you understand what I mean?
Yes. Sure. Understand.
Means the material of becoming tourist guide is almost similar what Bu Renita had explained to those students. If I explain, re-explanation this material, I think it's only wasting the time. But I prefer, if you don't mind, I would like to share the experience, maybe the knowledge that the student would like to know about that. Hello?
Yes.
Do you listen to me?
Yes, I'm listening.
Yeah. Means
Okay, for screen, this is wait.
well, Miss Isti, if you don't mind,
Yes.
including Bu Renita, because the material of the tour guide is almost similar. If I explain again, is it wasting time? I prefer, if you don't mind, I would like them, student, to ask me whatever they want. I prefer to share the experience, the knowledge. It is much better because all the material Miss Renita already explained in this case.
Okay. Yes, please you share your experience maybe because the material is same, I think, like that, right?
Yeah, means in this case, I would like to explain about what we call here the classification, of the tour guide. Yeah, there's this local guide. I mean, very special guide that normally they are working in certain places or in one destination. For example, there is a special guide who's working in only for temple. For example, like Borobudur or Alas. If it is in Isyapa, in Penataran Temple, could be in what do you call here?
Prambanan maybe.
Prambanan and Mojopahit. This is a special guide mean.
Okay.
The second one is junior guide in this case. Those tourist guide are who working based on residing area, means something like in Malang, Surabaya, and other cities. Yeah. And junior guide, someone who's working, yeah, from other province to other province. For example, from West Java, Middle Java, East Java, even to Bali. Senior guide normally, someone who's working, yeah, from Indonesia, maybe to other countries. This is the classification. Mean we call tour leader in this case, tour leader. So what we call here, I mean, special guide in this case, yeah. At least they have to know how to explain about the city first. And then the tourist destination where they are working. At least about historical, culture, custom, even the update information. But for junior, this is more wide information, yeah, including the tour object, a tourist attraction in that cities. Of course, they must be able to memorize, yeah, about those items. Even this is East Java. Senior guide in this case, this is more wide. For example, I become a senior guide. Normally, I pick them, the guests, from starting from international airport in Surabaya. Mean at least I have to explain a little bit about Indonesia. Then East Java, a very specific, maybe Surabaya. Continue the tour itinerary, history, culture, a social economic, could be the new update information. Also, they must be able to work with others. I mean, the partnership with the crew, maybe with someone, the local guide in Bromo or other places, also restaurant and other things that the instrument in that tour itinerary. So what we call here, the one thing that is very important, how to become a professional tourist guide in this case, yeah, they must be able to speak at least English. So that's why I always saying, if I met the student specialized from the senior high school in this case, yeah. So I always telling them in order to develop their English because the language is a window of the world. Even the junior guide sometimes because there are no many guide whole here in Java if it is in high season. Sometimes the junior guide could be a senior guide because his or his experience, yeah. So that's why sometimes he or she can be pick them up. I mean the guest starting from Jakarta, the ending to Bali, because it's no many about quantity of the guide of East Java. Mean the population of East Java actually there are plenty, but the number being a tourist guide here is not so many because the difficulties how to become a professional guide is not much easy. Language is of course the basic of, but the second one, they must be able to mastering a lot of knowledge, including the history, the culture, social, economy, even the new update of the information. So that's why to be a professional guide is not so easy. Like yeah, like study, for example, uh, someone who's studying English for the 3 years at university, even she or he is able to speak English very fluently. But to become a guide, is it they have to learn because there are some technical how to become a guide. Yeah. They have to study many things, yeah, many things to complete his knowledge how to be a professional guide in this case. I think what we call here, I prefer those students to make communication or sharing knowledge in this case because I don't have much time to explain. So I told you this morning because I got injured my knee, so that's why I come here to what we call here. I already promised to Miss Renita, so that's why I try to be here to make sharing the knowledge about how to become a tourist guide in this case. I think that's all my explanation. I prefer to make sharing with those students or with others teacher who are joining to this swimming. Thank you very much. With my deep apologize because I'm not so feeling well to be here, but because I already promised to be in time, so that's why I am here. Thank you very much, Miss SD,
Okay,
Nita,
thank you,
and
Mr.
others here.
Ansari. Yes, and I'm so sad because your head injured, right?
Yeah, thank for your attention. So I get
Okay.
my pain
Mhm.
still.
Your sharing is so interesting because I think although this pandemic area, I think the next year, we pray together. The tourism will be good again. Okay,
I
because
hope
why?
so.
Yes, I'm
I hope
so
so.
used to traveling
Yeah,
in some
me
countries
too.
in the world. Yes.
Yeah. So even I already sent the video that I made last year, the trial how to be a sub for the custom. For example, I would like to pick the guests from the train station or even from the airport. So I already sent to Miss Renita the video. So I met already last year. I mean the
Last year. Okay.
yeah, last year. I mean during the pandemic, of course, the treatment to treat the guests is quite different because of pandemic.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I already
Yes.
sent the video that I made last year during the pandemic.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay,
of course.
Mr. Ansari, I think many questions from
Okay.
all of participants, because this is you are a tour guide too, right?
Yeah.
Yes, your experience so important. Yes, the most important for us. Okay, all of participants, if you have question, please raise your hand.
If any question,
Unmute,
please.
please.
It
Yes.
doesn't matter. Yeah.
Okay, who? Huh? They're not.
Who want to ask during, yeah, that dealing with a tourist guide or tour guide. Tourist guide mean is it from England? Tour guide mean is from America. Tour guide, tourist guide is
Tour
it
guide.
similar actually? Tourist guide mean is from British. The tour guide is from
Yes.
America. The meaning
America.
actually is
Okay.
the same. Yeah.
Okay. Same meaning.
The same meaning. Yeah, the same
Yes.
meaning. So far, any question, please?
Yes, please. Indra Mahariko. Yes.
Hi.
Unmute, please.
Hi.
Yes, Indira.
Excuse me.
Yes,
I'm
good
India.
afternoon, Indira.
Good afternoon.
Yes,
Good
I'm
afternoon, Indira.
27 Vocational High School, Jakarta. And
Jakarta. Okay.
excuse me before. For Mr. Ansori, earlier you said that a tourist guide had many qualifications and challenges and your experience about a tourist guide itself. Um, in this world of pandemic right now, it is hard for us tourist guide or even a fresh graduate to become a good guide, right? So
Yeah.
do you have any tips on becoming a tourist guide, or do you have any tips and trick to evaluate ourselves to become a tourist guide in this pandemic era?
Yes,
Yeah,
right.
Indra, this is very best question. It's very, very best question. During
Yes,
the
right.
pandemic, how do you call you? Indira, yeah?
Indira. Yes, from
Yeah,
Jakarta.
from Jakarta, Indira. What do you call here? During the pandemic, of course, this is the challenges of the tourist guide all over the world, not only in for Indonesia. So that's why the first one, we must get the mentality. There are many tourists who live in Malang here, changes working as many things. But don't forget in this case, so we have a special day every Wednesday. So we have what do you call here programs. We call MCC Malang Conversation Club. That also following by student, also the public. This is organized by Indonesian Tourist Guide Malang chapter. So in this case, we have also the program. The second program is we are working together with the Malang Tourism Department, mean Dinas Pariwisata. The Dinas Pariwisata give us the facilitation, I mean the room for the classroom. Is it for those people who want to learn to study how to become tourist guide? So in during the pandemic, so we have two real program, MCC and for the public who want to be a tourist guide, mean every two times a week there is a English course that given by Indonesian tourist guide for public, for those people who want to study.
Yes, hello, Mr.
A guide.
Ansari.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there are two a program during the pandemic, Indira, MCC and English course, Malang Conversation Club, and English course that facilitated by Malang Department Tourism Department. Is it?
Okay, thank you for your information, Mr. Ansari.
You're
Okay,
welcome.
thank you, Indira. So, during pandemic, please never give up for yes. Hello. Okay, Mr. Ansari.
Yeah, during the pandemic, so never give up in any situation. So that's why to become a professional guide, of course, we need the mentality. The first one, the mentality during the pandemic. So that's why how to survive. Yeah. So that's why we have working together with the government, with some other public, in order we not stuck down, because all the people are feeling the same situation in this case. So that's why the program, we made it working together, including the government, including with the what do you call here, academic, yeah, and others. So Indonesian Tourist Guide Malang chapter always improving, yeah, in in a very sad situation even, yeah. Is it clear, Indira?
Yeah, it's clear. Thank you for your information and explanation. I very appreciate that.
You're welcome. Maybe any
Okay, thank
question
you,
from
Indira.
others?
Indira Mahariko. Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
If there are questions of other participants, please.
Any other question?
Hi.
Hello.
I think there are many questions, but maybe still thinking about that.
But
Yes, please.
honestly, this program is very, very wonderful. Yeah. This is my first time to follow. I never know that this program is very interesting. So from the beginning, if it is
Really?
the program, I know it. So I would like to invite, I think, some people to join in this program, because why? Yeah, every student from senior high school, especially as tourism department, is it very, very important. Even yesterday, I gave a submission in SMK2 Malang, yeah, and then those students would like to follow MCC. This is very special program for students who study in Malang. So those people from Indonesian Tourist Guide Malang chapter would like to give some short course for those students from senior high school SMK2 Malang. That's the real program. Because why? Then no activity mean the willing of the language, the willing of the guiding is gonna be lost. So that's why we would like to what we call here, working together with some academic and also the government, in order we have activity for this?
Yes, I think so. Because this is the first experience for me too,
Yeah.
Mr. Ansari. This is a wonderful program because why? Yes, although in during pandemic, please we have to get more information about update information in tourism industry like that. Okay.
Thank you very much. Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Other question, please.
Any question from others?
Yes.
Hello.
Yes. Now there are 62 participants. Wow. That's amazing. Okay. Any question?
Fraula? Anyone like
Okay.
that?
Fraula.
Yes.
Fraula. Yes.
So, because I live in Malang,
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you
so
live
I
in
want.
Malang?
Malang,
Yes.
SMK?
I'm from SMK 3.
Ah.
Tiga, Jalan
SMK 3.
Surabaya ya?
Mhm.
Yes.
Surabaya Street, right? Yeah. Just quite close to SMK 2.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. What's your question in this case?
Yes,
So,
Fraula.
Malang, the third, I want to know about the activity, the tourist activity in Malang, because I live in Malang, but I never been around this city, so I just want to know about the attractive of Malang, like where you usually bring the tourists, what you what you what you give to tourists, like what attractive that Malang have.
Malang has.
Yeah,
Okay.
tourists have to know.
Okay. Fraula, very, very nice question. Fraula, you live in Malang, right? Yeah. Well, sadly, because my office still closed during the pandemic. Otherwise, you may come every day, whatever you want, to study, even to practice your English, also how to be a professional tourist guide. In this case, actually, we have a program. Please just note my number. Frola, do you listen to me?
Yes, I listen to you.
Yeah, note my number 081.
Oh wait, let me note your number.
Yeah. So for student who's joining this group, if you want to come to join MCC or English course, just note my number 081
081
838
838
71 47.
47.
Yeah, means
Can I repeat it?
please
081
yes
87147.
right.
Thank
Frola,
you. Right.
just
Okay.
give you some information for the best
Yes.
place to practice your English. Actually, if you know the very old restaurant just in front of McDonald's, normally I be there every day, but because of pandemic, I almost not come to Toko Un. Do you know Toko Un, right? Yeah. There are plenty tourists coming there every day. Actually, yeah, yeah.
Oh my God.
And then my office just right in front of Toko Un in Sarinah department store.
Okay,
Yeah,
I
because
got it.
during the pandemic, so I closed the office. for the time being until back normal. The interesting places to visit for the beginner, you may learn actually walking tour. The walking tour starting from Kayu Tangan Heritage Town,
Yeah.
and then further to Tokoun and continue to Square Alun-Alun. Precisely just in the corner of Alun-Alun, there is a beautiful and very old hotel, Pelangi Hotel. And further walking to Big Market, and then to Kelenteng, and then to Kampung Warna-Warni. So we have actually every week to do walking tour for the beginner while practicing your English. Mean the two programs that I told you, MCC and English course, mean there's also practicing how to be guide by walking tour. This is the activity of Indonesian Tourist Guide Malang chapter. So the main important thing, never give up in any situation.
All right. Thank you.
Did you get it, my answer, or you want
Yes.
to ask more?
Oh, of course, I want to ask more because I'm pretty interested in a tour guide.
Okay, Frola, you just keep my number, and I would like
Yes.
to explain to the PIC, the person in charge for MCC, that there are some participants would like to join every Wednesday, and other English course that facilitated by Malang Tourist Department will inform you as soon as, yeah.
Thank
Just
you.
tell your friend joining for free.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Okay, Frola. Mr. Ansari, your
Yes.
phone number is most important for Frola, I think.
Yeah.
Yes.
And for others
more,
also doesn't matter.
Okay, Mr. Ansari, one question.
Yeah.
You give more information to us about your club,
Activity?
right?
Mhm.
Your club,
Yeah.
if
I mean association.
your club activities. If other students from other school and not live in Malang, how can join or not?
Yeah. Well, I try the first one. We are focusing in Malang area. The first one.
In Malang, okay.
Yeah. The second step.
Yes.
So
I
we
see.
would like to share. Yeah. We would like to share for those students who want to follow by Zooming. So this is there are two programs.
Online Zoom.
Yeah, the online. Yeah. So we already what do you call here discussing about that. Yeah, in order for the student specialized, the student who's studying in senior school for tourism, is it very important, I think. Yeah, in order they have activity during the pandemic.
Okay.
Even I have
yes,
we
are
have
waiting
another,
for that.
yeah. So even we have another program actually, but we are focusing the two program first, yeah. And the other program, of course, you would like to do it, yeah, after two program is running.
Running, okay.
Yeah.
Yes, I see. Okay. Yes, I think other participants, maybe teacher.
Any more question?
Or
maybe from the teacher.
Yes.
Means what do you call here? Maybe Bu Renita is already knows. Yeah, I mean the program of LKS competition means actually we have a program.
Competition tourism.
Yeah, maybe there is something like outbound I mean, for 4 or 3 days, yeah, maybe following bus.
Okay.
There is
Yes,
Graciela
Graciela.
Yosetiawan.
Graciela, you raise hand.
Get
Yes.
up.
Okay, good afternoon,
Good afternoon,
Graciela.
Miss Sir.
How do you call
Yes.
you? Grace,
Okay,
yeah?
what's your
Yeah.
question, Grace?
First of all, I'm Graciela from 27 Vocational High School,
Mm-hmm.
and I would like to ask, since this is a Asian curriculum-based seminar, can you explain why this program is called Asian-based curriculum? Is there any difference between the original tourist guide curriculum? Yeah, that is my question.
Okay.
Yeah. Maybe Miss Renita can answer about that.
Yes, Miss Ranita, please.
Okay, I will try to answer. I mean, it's similar because now uh, we we want to spread our knowledge, our tourism in, around ar- around all over the world. So I mean, it's mean will enrich the the tourist the tourist industry itself. Maybe Mr. Ansori can give addition
Yeah.
my explanation.
Means CATC.
ATC.
Mean is it following not
ASEAN,
only from Indonesia, right? Yeah.
yes, ASEAN, yes.
It's ASEAN. Yeah. Is it can be, yeah, can be, what do you call here? Can be
Enrich, enlarge.
standard, yeah, a standard Asian curriculum, yeah. Means what do you call here? The meaning of tourism is borderless. So I try to answer this question, right? The meaning of tourism is borderless. It's not limited by Malaysia, Indonesia. This is borderless. So we can learn here widely, at least without realization that we study understanding, culture understanding in this case, without realization. So this is why the advantage by following this program is we are studying about the cross-culture understanding. For example, the cross-culture understanding between Vietnam and Indonesia is quite different. That, of course, if we study only in one area, I mean in Indonesia only, yeah, without learning other countries, yeah, or sharing each other, of course, only we know only one. If it is by following some other countries, mean at least we know, mean the culture, yeah, maybe the history and some others. Of course, by following this program, we can get maybe new knowledge, new experience, and new brand. That's all my
All right. Thank you
answering.
so much, sir, for answering my questions.
Okay,
You're
thank you,
welcome.
Graciela.
You're
Yes, that's
welcome, Grace.
good question. At
Maybe
first, I
other,
know this program. Yes, I think all of countries in ASEAN. I think.
yeah,
Okay,
ASEAN, yeah.
but we hope next year maybe this program will continue, and all of participants from all of countries in ASEAN like that.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, I
Yeah.
mean. Okay, all of participants, please submit link to registration, teacher observation form, and students observation form, please. Okay, you can get link in chat room. Okay, yes. If there question, please, teacher maybe. Yes.
Maybe from teacher,
Yes, from teacher.
come in
Mr. Ansari,
Yes.
2 weeks ago, I went to Malang and I'm so shocked. Why? Because I booked the hotel, all
Mhm.
of hotel full booked. Why?
2 weeks ago, yeah.
Yes, really.
Is it in the weekend? Okay.
Right. Saturday,
Yeah.
Sunday.
Saturday, yeah. Friday
Mhm.
until Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Normally, because some others hotel are closed, yeah. Actually, there are still many, but because of a pandemic, there are some and not operating, yeah. And then the second one, yeah, those hotel are available for the guests, yeah. The hotel that has already certificate from the government.
Okay.
The certificate, the
Yes.
new normal certificate, yeah. So
New
there are,
normal.
yeah, new normal certificate from the government, yeah. Mean they can do event whenever they want because they already follow by what they call here prokes, yeah, prokes and certificate.
Yes.
They already get last year, June last year in Savannah Hotel because I attend for that there. So that's why there are many hotels here open for the event. Something like mice, yeah, of meeting, yeah. So there are many. A few days ago, we got two events from Malang Tourism Department in Pelangi Hotel and Area Gajayana. Is it full book?
Yes,
But
I'm
they
so
have to,
sparked. Yes.
yeah, they have to obey to the rules, yeah, what the government said in this case, yeah, in order no more a virus coming.
Okay. Yes, I see about that. Okay. Yes. Please, we have more time. Okay.
Yeah. Well, maybe any question from the teacher or
yes,
student?
3 o'clock,
Yeah.
right? Yes.
Yeah.
Teachers, maybe.
So maybe, yeah, maybe, I don't know, something like there is a student competition speech, for example, yeah, maybe from is following by Malang, Kediri, Blitar, Tulungagung, Trenggalek, or no, some other cities, yeah. I mean there is a competition speech contest, but in tourism.
Special.
Yes,
Tourism.
special mean, yeah,
Okay.
means then nothing to do during the pandemic. So we have to make a program in order they have activity here. They have a motivate to study. Yeah, motivation to study. Actually, there are many things. Yeah? There are many ideas, but so we have already two ideas. We would like to make it, but the next idea maybe next month, or if any from academic would like to arrange that, it's gonna be very good a thing, yeah, for those students. Then they have to stay house every time, yeah. Then nothing to do. Then make collaborate competition, maybe around 10 or can be more from the school, yeah. In order there's a new one, yeah, from their life. That's what I mean. Because almost there are no competition except only LKS. It's only every year. Men have to make collaboration from the school itself. This is the only idea. Yeah.
Yes, that's good idea, I think. Right? Because every day, every time, pandemic era, online learning it's stopped.
Yeah, online studying.
Just
Yeah.
online class. So I
Yeah.
think many program or maybe challenge, maybe the others positive program is so good for students and teachers too. I think like that. Okay. Yes, please.
Maybe
Any
anyone
question?
would like to ask something. The
About
student.
tourism, tourist guide, tour guide. Yes, please. Explain.
Maybe,
What's
maybe Bu
explain?
Renita would like to explain something
Oh,
during the day. Maybe
yes.
she has an idea. Yeah.
Mhm.
Maybe Bu Renita have an idea. The next program that during with the student or the school. So mean HPI Himpunan Pramuwisata Indonesia or Indonesian Tourist Guide Association would like to follow in this case, would like to join in this case. So we would like to be there if those school need it. Mean, for example, there is there is one program, for example, that collaborate from many school, and then what HPI will do for that, yeah. Mean we would like to be there in order to increase, yeah, to increase or to fill off the blank situation, then do nothing. Mean we do the positive thing, maybe not indoor area, maybe outing here. That mean to make their mentality grow up. That's what I mean.
Tourism speech contest, Mister.
Yeah, it doesn't matter, whatever. So you have what do you call, you have a window to speak from, yeah, from the school to other school, so we can be there, yeah, to collaborate in order there's a positive activity in this case.
So
come on, no question. The student and maybe from the teacher. Or you want some door prize? The student, do you want some door prize? You may ask your teacher, right? Okay, Mrs. T, no other question?
Mr. Ansori, should I turn on the video that you have sent me?
Yeah, you.
Yes, I have.
You have it, you right? Yeah, you made it. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, I turn on.
Kalau mau perbesar mana? Video itu. Layarnya kalau mau besar. Video itu kan yang melibatkan the initiation from FAE.
Malang siap. Malang siap. Malang Raya siap. Malang siap. Malang siap. Malang siap. Batu siap. Malang siap.
So did you watch the video?
Yes, Malang siap.
Malang siap means
Batu
Malang
siap.
ready. Batu siap. So very interesting actually. Yeah.
Interesting.
That initiated by Indonesian Tourist Guide Association Malang chapter, collaborate with 3 mayor, yeah, Kabupaten Malang, Malang City, and Batu.
Batu.
That's quite interesting, yeah, because there are many stakeholders are joining in that program. Yeah. I mean the new normal life, yeah, how to treat the guests that's starting from the train station, even from the airport. Yeah? This is how to treat, to serve the tourists if coming. Pollution. Well, so far, any more question maybe from the students?
Yes, we have time 10 minutes later. Okay.
5 minutes to go still, right? Yeah.
Okay, if there are not questions, I have question, Mr. Ansari.
Okay, please.
Okay, yes. You explained to us about junior tour guide, junior tourist guide, and senior, right?
Yeah.
And this is my experience too. 2 years ago, okay, 2 years ago, I went to Thailand, and I'm so surprised because their junior guide, but he have more information about all of Thailand. Yes, I was asked to him how many you be a good tourist guide 1 year. What do you
Only
think?
on 1 year
Yes.
experience, yeah.
Mhm.
I think Thailand is yeah, is it a small country? It's not so big like Indonesia. Indonesia is very complicated in this case. If I
Right.
may say, yeah, Thailand, Malaysia, Singapore. Thailand, Malaysia,
Thailand.
Singapore, including maybe what we call Vietnam. Indonesia even is more bigger than them, actually. Yeah, I mean the complicated in this case. Yeah, I mean the method of the study. I think Thailand is the last 10 years is quite faster than Indonesia. The tourism is needed by anyone. In Indonesia, I think only Bali, Middle Java.
Lombok mungkin?
Yeah,
Lombok.
Lombok is just the last few years, but Thailand is already 10 years. Lead us in this case, yeah. Thailand. I mean, even in Thailand, there are many tourist guides are able to speak Indonesia. Are able to
Yes,
speak
right.
Indonesia. I mean, the rule of Thailand, Singapore, in Malaysia is more tight than Indonesia. More tight than Indonesia. There are many tour leader coming to Indonesia, or tour guide coming to Indonesia. They do by themselves. But in Thailand or Singapore and Malaysia, we cannot do that. And then the material of to be a professional guide, I appreciate Thailand and Singapore. Yeah, is it mean as a quantity, Thailand is better than Indonesia. As quantity, I mean, yeah. I mean, actually, junior guide in this case, they must be able to mastering of their country itself. For example, I am a junior tourist guide. At least I must be able memorize a mastering of Indonesia. East Java, because I live in East Java. Malang, of course, automatically. Indonesia, East Java, and Malang. That's mean for the junior tourist guide, they have to masterize actually. Because why? For example, I pick them up, the guests, directly from Australia, then go to Bali. This is the first time for them to come to East Java. Of course, I pick them up from Juanda International Port. Of course, I have to tell about Indonesian first. I have to tell them or explain to them about the Indonesia first, and then East Java. In general, including Surabaya and other cities, that at least the guide has to get this knowledge. But if they have junior guide, only 1 year experience, this is very, very lovely. Because being a professional guide, at least they have to get maybe 2 until 3 years experience.
3
According
years
to the, yeah,
experience.
3 years, yeah.
Okay.
This is continuously guiding more and more, because there are many things to study. This is on the street, not in the textbook, but on the street. For example, I would like to tell you in this case, my guest is from Netherlands. They are the first time coming to East Java. On board, I mean in the bus, on board, some of them are seeing the what you call here the plate number of the car. There is the black number, there's the yellow number, there is the red number.
Red number.
Yeah, this is can be storytelling to them.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Why is it so different? The plot number, the color mean, yeah. There's the black, yellow, and red. Can you explain to me? Yeah, this is can be a storytelling for us. That mean, yeah, those guys must be able to do that. This is not textbook. For example, there are some people who riding a motorbike while carrying a lot of hand there, yeah. They have to tell them, explain to them detailedly. And for example, I stopped down before to Bali. We stopped down in Kalibaru, where the place how to make brown sugar.
Oh yes, brown sugar.
Yeah, brown sugar. So we must be able to explain to them how to make it, how the process. That's what I mean. This is not in the textbooks. You understand what I mean?
Yeah.
So many things to study is very complicated. But if you pass that, you will be a great people, I think. Yeah. Some people say that tourist guide is a teacher who's traveling. Teacher who's teaching on the street. The meaning of the tourist guide can be teacher who's teaching on the street. Do you understand what I mean?
Yes, I understand about this because on bus, okay, on bus, he's always tell about his country.
Telling something, explaining something. Yeah, it's look like teacher who's teaching on the street. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Everything. Okay. Everything.
Yeah,
you
everything.
see on street.
They
yes.
must be know. Yeah.
You can
they
tell.
must be know. Yeah. The function of the guide. So that's why it's very complicated in this case. I think maybe any more question from other people, from other student or teacher.
Yes. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Ansari,
You're
for
welcome.
your answer. Yes.
You're welcome. Yeah.
Okay. One question. Okay. One question again.
Okay.
Please. From teacher. Hi.
From teacher. Hi, teacher.
Yes.
Hi, student.
Okay. Okay. All of participants, please submit the following link according to the classification teacher observation forms. Okay. In chat, please. Okay. One question for you all.
One and the last question. Hi.
Yes, last question.
In the last few minutes before we are closing.
This is Owen Maxwell. Maxwell. Your name? Hi.
My name?
Owen.
Oh yeah.
No. Owen Maxwell. This is her. There. Their unique name, I think. Owen.
Whose name?
Owen.
My name.
This. No. This participants.
The participants.
Owen Maxwell. Name. Okay, last question. Okay, I think they're not from participant question. Okay, Mr. Ansari, thank you so much for your presentation. This is so interesting. Interesting presentation. Okay, and I want to learn more from you. Okay.
No problem. Anytime.
Okay, thanks so much, Ms. Renita, Mr. Ansari and all of participants. Finally, we come to the end of this webinar. Before closing the seminar, I want to draw conclusion from what the speaker said. You must learn more and more if you want to be a good tour leader, like that, right? Okay, I would like to thank. Okay, I would like to thank the speakers for their informative and interesting presentation, and all the participants for their very active participants. Finally, applaud the speakers and all of you too. Okay, thank you
very
so
much.
much. Yes, see you. See you Tuesday.
Right? Ma'am Isti.
Yes.
Don't you forget to share the link for the review of the material.
Okay.
Yeah.
The review from Miss Renita. Okay, and I will share in this chat. Please waiting. Okay.
Ini guru siapa ini? Saya kayaknya kenal.
Oh, Mr. Ansari?
Yes.
Oh, who's teachers?
Okay, for the participant, I mean for the students, I give you some exercise or quiz in the link that will be sent by Ma'am Isti. I will open at 3 o'clock and I will close at 4 o'clock. So
4 o'clock.
Time, yeah, you have an hour to do the assignment or the quiz. Is it enough? Or 2 hours?
Okay,
hours, yeah. Okay, 2 hours. Okay, I will open at 3 o'clock and then close at 5 o'clock. Okay, thank you.
So Miss Isti, Miss Renita, and all students and teacher, thank you very much. I have to go.
Okay, thank you very much,
and
Mr. Ansari. Okay, see you on Tuesday, okay?
Event. You're welcome.
Healthy and keep safe. And
Bye-bye.
Okay. What? I share the review. What? Okay, I share in chat. Please you do that. Yes, this. Okay. This is a review from Ms. Renita, and I hope you will finish that 2 hours later, right, Ms. Renita? Okay, thank you so much, and inshallah we will see you. Okay, we will see you again in Thursday. Thank you and bye. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you. Yes, thank you all of participants, great active participants. Thank you.